Today we'll learn about from Unit 1 Part 2 Western Psychology and short notes. It's very simple plus exam focused and some MCQs at the end. First point is from Greek heritage. The major thinkers, who are the major thinkers of Greek heritage is Socrates. First, he focused on self-knowledge. The second one is these three are very famous, famous philosophers. Plato told mind, body, dualism, both are like same. And reason versus emotion. Aristotle is the first psychologist, wrote the Anima, that means study of soul or mind. So Aristotle is related to psychology. So what's the core idea here? Early explanations of memory, learning, perception, emotion came from Greek philosophy. So what about we learn everything is coming from Greek. Even we study history, English in that, we understand the language, everything came from Greek. Second, medieval period. It dominated by church and religion. So during these days, the church was the head and they were controlling and they were dominating. They focused on mind, soul, morality and human nature. Like mind, soul, connections there, morality, human nature. Thinkers like St. Augustine and St. Thomas Aquinas blended Christian theology plus Greek thought. They joined that together. Third, modern period. Rise of science, rationalism, empiricism. So like science raised in the modern period, then thinking, rationalism, empiricism, they focused on many more things. Key contributors are like Descartes, body mind dualism, they also. Locke, like John Locke, he told mind is tabula rasa, blank slate like a white paper. So experience one by one. Next, Hume came, he told associationism. Then Kant, he told about limitations of pure reason. Foundation for scientific psychology. So what is the foundation for that? Next, already we have learned this, like major schools of psychology of thought, like total we had 7. And here we learned few of them from 4. Like remaining 3 already we studied in detail. So from structuralism we learned this time. First we learn all the schools. So here as the continuing point we are learning. So it's like first school of structuralism. So William Wundt, he only told about the first laboratory, and with Edward Tincher. So Wundt and Tincher focused structuralism. Like Tincher was a student of William Wundt, expanded it. They focus on structure of consciousness. The method is introspection, systematic absorption, mental process. Like even criticism, too objective. So they told it's too objective, structurism no need. Second one is functionalism. It was by William James, the functionalism. The purpose of behavior, functions of mind in adapting to environment, inspired applied fields like education, psychology. Separate video I mentioned for this, like separate schools of thought one by one very clearly. With the example you can see that. Sixth one is psychoanalytic school, like Sigmund Freud. The behavior driven by unconscious mind, like instinct, childhood, with the ego, super ego experiences, and about dream and about sexual desires, all those things will be given here. So the methods are free association and dream analysis are the things they are following here. And when you talk more about it, they focus on like we have many thoughts which is very unconscious, that for example we have a deep desire to do something, it will come in dream. And we have some fear which will happen, may happen, so that will also come in dream. That all comes under this psychoanalytic school or psychoanalysis. Next is Gestalt psychology. This is the 5th or 4th one. So the founders like Bertheimer, Kohler, and Kohler is very important. He also found the ape experiment that you can keep in mind. Then Kafka. The principle is the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. They believe that whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Whole is always great. The focus is on perception, problem solving. So what is the principles they follow here? The similarity, proximity, closure, and continuity. Next one is behaviorism. The founders is J.B. Watson and it's expanded by Skinner. B.F. Skinner. The focus is observable behavior, not mind. This behavior is not just mind, but they focus on what behaviors they show. The key concepts like classical conditioning by Ivy Pavlov, like the dogs salivating. Then operant conditioning, like reinforcement, all those things by Skinner, B.F. Skinner. Then stimulus response by S.R. learning. The next is humanistic. This is the last one, like extensional psychology. Like founders like Carl Rogers, Abraham Maslow, they've told that like humans are good when they're born, but later their circumstances surrounding make it. believes humans as inherently good. Key ideas like self-actualization, like what we actualize, like personal growth, freedom, meaning, existential, Viktor Frankl, Rome, focus on meaning, choice, etc. All those things. Next is transpersonal psychology. This goes beyond the self, like spiritual, mystical experience, all those things will come here. And founder of transpersonal psychology, Abraham Maslow with Stanislav Grof. They focus on peak experience like meditation, altered stages. These were the things they were focusing in this thing. Okay. The next is cognitive revolution. In 1950s to 60s, what happened? There was a reaction to behaviorism. People started to react for each and every school like behaviorism. Mind seen as information processing system. The key researchers like Nasser, Miller, Chomsky, so they focus on like cognitive revolution. They seem the mind as information processing system like computer or CPU, all those things. The focus is on memory, attention, problem solving, language. The next is multiculturalism, like modern trend, what they follow. Psychology must consider culture, ethnicity, gender, religion, values. So based on these things, it may change, like the cultural difference in behavior, bias in testing, and many more things may happen. Like bias means like they have a thought already it will happen. So cross-cultural mental health issues, like things will go on like this, lead to cultural physiology or cultural psychology and indigenous psychologies. So these are like multiculturalism, like modern style things. Multi means many styles they follow in the system. Okay, thank you. Have a great day. Bye.